Namaste. Today is the last chapter of Garuda Purana with English translation. There's one more chapter after this which doesn't have a translation. And I believe that after the reading of the last chapter, or even today is, I don't know why some people don't include the chapter 17. And it's a killer. 121 verses long. This might be the only thing I'm gonna do today. I don't know if you could read body languages. I'm in a lot of trouble. This is my first or second time asking for donations. I'm just gonna, I'm in a really, really, really dire situation. Okay, I'm done. Thank you very much. Namaste. Ata Shodashotyayah Garuda Uvacha Shrutam Maya Daya Sinanto Hyajinyana Jijibi. Sorry, music is too loud. Hyajinyana Jijibi Samsaratiha Atuna Shrotu Michachami Mokushopayam Sanatanamu Pagavanu Devadevesha Sharano Gatapatasala Asara Kora Samsare Salvatuho Kamali Mase Nana Bitashari Rasata Yanananta Jibara Shayahu Jayanante Jan Muriyanante Jan Dushamananto Na Bidiate Sadan Tuhaka Tura Eva Na Suki Bidiate Gavachete Genopa Yana Mokushue Sha Mutianante Bada Me Prapo Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Shrunu Ta Kushuya Brava Kushuya Mi Yanamam Devam Paripurcha Chasi Yasya Shirabano Matereno Samsarana Muchiate Narahu Asati Devahu Parabura Hamasabarupi Vishikalahu Shivahu Saivajinyahu Saivakaltan Jan Saivesho Nimulo de Bayahu Subayam Jyotirana Diananto Nilbikarahu Parahu Nilgunahu Sachidananda Sitadamsha Sachidananda Sita Sachidananda Sita Sachidananda Sita Damsha Jiji Basam Jinyakahu Sachidananda Sita Sachidananda Sita Dam Sachidananda Sita Damshi Damsha Jiji Basam. Sorry, taking an early break. Okay. 사츠지당 나는 다스다담샹 지지바 삼지냐까흐 아나디아 비디오빠 아나디아 비디오빠 하타 디아타 그나오 비스 폴링은가 비스 폴링은가까 비스 폴링은가까흐 대하 디오빠 디삼피는 대하 디오빠 디삼피는 나스때 깔마피라나 디피흐 수카두허 카프라다이허 부누여바 바루 바일니야 니아는 뜨리다 수카두허 카프라다이 수카두허 카프라다이허 부누여바 바루 바일 수카두허 카프라다이허 부누여바 바루 바일니야 니아는 뜨리다 니아는 뜨리다 수카두허 카프라다이허 부누여바 바루 바일니야는 뜨리다 따뜻하지자 디유탐 따뜻하지자 디유탐 대하마율 보감 자 깔마자무 브라티자나마 브라파디아는데 되쇼마피 바람 부나흐 사수 그시말링은가 샤리라마 모쿠쇼 다쿠쇼람 카가 스타바라흐 그르마야시자자흐 바리쿠슈이노흐 바쿠슈이노흐 스타바라흐 그르마 스타바라흐 그르마야시자자흐 바쿠슈이노흐 바샤보 나라흐 타이미가 스트리다샤 스타드바는 모쿠슈이 타이미가 스트리다샤 스타드 모쿠슈이 타이미가 스트리다샤 스타드바는 모쿠슈이 너시짱 야타 그라마무 자툴비타 샤리라 누이 트르트바 무크트바 사하스라 샤흐 수크르타는 마나보 푸트바 지냐니 제는 모쿠셔마 브누야트 자투라시 딜라 쿠슈에슈 샤리레슈 샤리리너무 나 마누셴 비나니아트라 따뜻바 지냐남 뚜 라피아테 아트라 자는마 사하스라 놈 사하스라이라피 꽃두이 피흐 가당 찌르라 파테 자는 뚫마누 쇼염 보누여 산짜야트 소파나 푸담 모쿠셔시야 마누 쇼염 프라피아 둘라파무 야스타라야티 나트마남 다스마트파 파로트라 까흐 나라흐 브라비오트타맘 자는마 라브트바 제는드리야 사우실터바무 나 베티아트마히탐 야스투 사 파베드 브라흐마 따까흐 비나 데헤나 가시아피 부르셜 토 나 비디아테 다스마드 데하타남 라쿠슈와트 보누역 깔마누이 사타야트 라쿠쇼야트 살바다트 마나마트마 살바시아 파자나무 라쿠쇼누에 야트나마 티슈투에 야트나마 티슈투에 지바느 파드라누이 바시아티 보날그라일마흐 구슈에트람 보날비트탐 보날그르하무 보나흐 슈팜 깔마 나 샤리람 보나흐 샤리라라쿠셔 샤리라라 샤리라라 끄쇼노바야흐 그리하는 때 살바당 무타이흐 너츠 차는 띠짱 보나스 띠아가마삐 꼬실터 뒤로 기나흐 기너 꼬실터 뒤로 기너흐 따드고 삐땀 다시아드 탈말탐 탈모 지냐날 탐해바짱 지냐남 뚜 티아나 요갈 타마찌라트 브라비무찌아테 뜨마이바 야디 나 뜨마나 마히테피오 니바라야트 고누요 히타카라스 타스마 다뜨마남 다라유시어티 이하이바 나라카비아 테시치 키트삼 나카로티 야흐 가뜨바 니라우쇼탐 대샴 비아티스타흐 김 까리시어티 비아트리바스테 자유리아티 비는나 카르문 부바트 니크나는 띠 리뿌바드로가 스타마츠 체레야 리뿌바드로가 스타마츠 체레야흐 사마피아사트 야바느나 시라야테 두허캄 야바느나 야는띠 짜바다흐 야바느냐는들이 야바이칼리암 다바츠 체레야흐 사마피아사트 야바트 드시터띠 데호얌 다바트 뜨바뜨밤 다바트 뜨바뜨밤 다바트 뜨바뜨밤 다바트 뜨바 다바트 따뜨뜨밤 다바트 따뜨뜨밤 사마피아사트 사는디브템 고노파바네 구밤 카나띠 둘마티흐 까노나 지냐야테 나나가리아이흐 삼사라 삼은파바이흐 수캄 두허캄 자노 하는따 나 베트티 히타마 뜨마나흐 자따나일따는 무르따나 바드그라스따는 드르셔뜨바 자 두허키따는 로꼬 모하수람 비드바 나 비패띠 가다짜나 삼은바다흐스바프나 삼가샤 야오바남 구수모빠마무 다두이 짜팔라마 유슈염 시앙지자나토 트르티흐 샤탐 지비타 마티아를밤 니드라 라시아이타 라시아이스 니드라 라시아이스 달타남 달타감 니드라 라시아이스 달타남 니드라 라시아이스 달타감 니드라 라시아이스 달타감 니드라 라시아이스 달타 니드라 라시아이스 달타나 니드라 라시아이스 달타감 발리에로가 자라 두호카이라를밤 발리에로가 자라 발리아로 가자라 두허 카이라를 밤 발리아로 가자라 두허 카이라를 밤 다다삐 니시팔라무 브라라부타 브라라부타비에 브라라부다 브라라부타비에 니루디오고 자갈타비에 브라수부타카흐 비시바스타비오 파야스타네 하 나라흐 고나 하니아테 또야 페나삼에 대해 지베나 그라미아 삼스티테 아니티아 뿌리야 삼바세 가탐 티슈타티 닐파야흐 아히테 히타 삼지냐흐 시아다 투루바 삼지냐카흐 아날테 짱알타 비지냐나흐 스바말탐 요나 베트티 사흐 마시아는 나비 브라스칼라티 슈르는 바는 나비 나 무드티아테 바터는 나비 나 자나티 데바마야 비모히타흐 따느니 마즈자즈자 가디담 따느니 마즈자즈 가디담 감은 비레 강라사가레 무르티유로가 자라 무르티유로가 자라 그라 하일나 가시지다삐 무드타야테 프라티쿠쇼노 마얌 깔라흐쿠슈이야마누 나 라피아테 아마쿠문파 이밤은 파스토 비실누어 나 비파비아테 유지아테 베실터남 바요라가 샤시야 자 가는더나무 그라는 타남 자 따랑은 가너마스타 나 유슈이 유지아테 브르티비 다히아테 예나 메루시자 비시리아테 슈슈요테 사가라잘람 샤리라시야 자 까타 아파티암 메 깔라트람 메 타남 메 바는 타바시자 메 자를 빠는 따미티 말티야잠 하는띠 깔라부르고 발랑아트 이담 꾸르땀이담 까리아미다마니아트 꾸르땀 에바미하 사마 유크담 꾸르따는 따흐 꾸르테 바샤무 시바흐 까리아마디아 굴비타 볼바흐누에 자파라흐니카무 나히 무르티우흐 프라티쿠슈에타 꾸르땀 바비아타바 꾸르땀 나라 다시다 빠는 타남 브라짜는더비아 티사이니까무 브라짜는더비아 티사이니까무 무르티우 샤투루 티슈토시 드라다람 김나 파시아시 드르셔노 수지빈을 피는 남 시크담 비셔야 살피쇼 라가드베쇼날레 바크밤 무르티우라시나티 마나바무 발람시자 야바나스탐시자 부르드타느 갈파가타나피 살바나 비샤테 살바나 비샤테 무르티우라밤 푸따미담 무르티우라밤 푸따미담 자가트 스바데하마피 지보얌 무그트바 야티 야마라얌 스트리마 뜨르피뜨르푸트라디 삼반타 삼밤타흑게나 스트리마 뜨르피뜨르푸트라디 삼밤타흑게나 스트리마 뜨르피뜨르푸트라디 삼밤타흑 디 삼밤 스트리마 뜨르피뜨르푸트라디 삼밤타흑게나 트라디 삼밤타흑게나 했두나 스트리마 뜨르피뜨르푸트라디 삼밤타흑게나 했두나 두헉카무람 히 삼사라흐 사 야시야스티 사 두헉키타흐 다시야 디아가흐 그루토 예나 사 수키 나빠라흐 그바치트 브라파밤 살바두허카 허 살바두허카나말라얌 사칼라바담 아슈라얌 살바빠빠남 삼사람 발자야트 구슈노트 구셔 발자야트 구셔노트 로하다 로마야이흐 파샤이흐 로하마 로하다루마 야이흐 파샤이흐 푸마 로하다루마 야이흐 파샤이흐 푸마는 바드토비 무지아테 부트라다라마야이흐 Music just started. 부트라다라마야이흐 파샤이 무지아테 나카다짜나 야바는 따흐 구루테 자는 뚜흐 삼바는 타는 마나사흐 뿌리야는 다바는 도시야 니카니아는 때 후르다예 쇼카샹은 까바흐 반치땅 셰슈 비쇼야일 니띠암 반치땅 셰슈 비쇼야일 니띠암 로꼬 비나시타흐 하는 땅 비쇼야 하라일데 하스테는 드리야따 따스까라이흐 비쇼야 하라일데 하스테는 드리야스 따스까라이 비쇼야 하라일데 하스테는 드리야스 따뜨 야 따스까라이흐 비쇼야 하라일데 하스테는 드리야 따스까라이 비쇼야 하라일데 하스테는 드리야따 Sorry, now I'm being distracted. 비쇼야 하라일데 하스테는 드리야따 따스까라이흐 비쇼야 하라일데 하스테는 드리야 따스까라이흐 마음사루부토 야타 마트시오 로하샹은 꿈나 파시아티 수카루부타 스타타 데히 야마바탐 나 파시아티 히탐 나 자나는 또 니띠아무는 말 가가미나흐 구구슈이뿌라는 니슈트 예때 나라가흐 카가 니드라 디마이투나 니드라 디마이투나 하라흐 살베숑 브라누이남 사마흐 지냐나반 마나바흐 브로크도 지냐나히나흐 바슈흐 스무르타흐 브라파테 말라무드라 피암 구슈뜨뜨르 피오 마티아게 라바오 라트라오 마다나 니드라 피암 마티아는테 무타마나바흐 스바데하타나다라 디나르 Almost halfway. Yeah, it's gonna take me an hour. 스바데하타나다라 디니라타흐 스바데하타나다라 디니라타흐 살바자는 따바흐 자야는때 자 무리야는때 자 하는 따지냐나 모히따 하는 따지냐나 모히 하는 따지냐나 모히따흐 따스마트 상은가흐 사다 디아지아흐 살바스 디아크툼 나 샤키아테 마하드 피흐 사하 깔타비아흐 사는따흐 상은가시야 페쇼자무 사트 상은가시짱 비베가시짱 닐말람 나야나드바야무 나야나드바야무 야시야 나스티 나라흐 소는타흐 까탐 나 시야다말가가흐 스바스바발노시라마짜라니라타흐 세바마나바흐 나 자나는띠 바람 탈맘 브르타 나시야는띠 다음은 피카흐 그리야야 사파라흐 겟지드 브라타짜리야디 사미우타흐 아지냐나 삼부르타트 마나흐 삼짜라는띠 브라타라카흐 나마마뜨레너 사는 뚜실뜨 깔막가는 도라따 나라흐 마는 뚜로째짜라 노모하 호마 디아일 프라미타흐. Now I'm halfway done. 마는 뚜로째짜라 노모하 마는 뚜로째짜라 노호마 디아일 마는 뚜로째짜라 노 마는 뚜로째짜라 노호마 마는 뚜로째짜라 노호마 디아일 프라미타흐 그라투 비스타라이흐 에까 푸쿠토 빠바사 디아일 에까 푸쿠토 빠바사 디아일 니야마이흐 가야 쇼쇼 노이흐 무트흐 바로크쇼 미츠 차는띠 바로크쇼 미츠 차는띠 마야 비모히타흐 대하다는도 나마뜨레노 가 무크티라 비베키남 무크티라 비베키남 바르미 까타도 나데바 무르타흐 꾸트라 마호라가흐 자트 파라지나이 자트 파라지나이 리오크타 남은 피카 베셔타리너흐 브라마는띠 지냐니 바를록 지냐니 바를록게 지냐니 바를록게 브라마야는띠 자나나삐 삼사라자수카 삼사라자수카 사그담 브라흐마지뇨 브라흐마지뇨 스미티 마디나무 깔마 브라흐모파야 프라실덤 깔마 브라흐모 깔마 브라흐모파야 프라실덤 땀 디아제다는 디아잠 여타 그르하라 누여사마 로케 가타브리드 가타브리드 디가문 바라흐 자라는 띠 갈다파디아 시자 비라끄다 스테 파바는 띠 기무 무르드 파스모드 투라나데밤 무그타흐 시우리아디 마나바흐 무르드 파스마바시 니티암 시바 사김 비무구토 바비시어티 뚜르너 빨노 다카하 뚜르너 빨노 다카하라흐 사타탐 바나바시나흐 자문부카 수무르 자문부카 쿠무르 자문부카 쿠무르 자문부카 쿠무르 쿠 자문부카 쿠무르가 디아시자 다바사스테 파바는티 기무 자는마 마라노는 땀자 강은가 디따 뚜이니 스티타흐 마눈두어 까마트시아 프라무카 마눈두어 까마트시아 프라무카 여기 났을 때 바바는띠 기무 바라바타흐 실라하라흐 가다치다피 자타카흐 나 비바는띠 마히토얌 브라티 났을 때 바바는띠 기무 다스마는 니티아디감 깔마 로카란자나 까라까무 모쿠셔시아 까라넘 사쿠셔 트트바 따트 사쿠셔 따트트바 사쿠셔 따트트바 지냐남 카게시바라 셔드달샤나 마하쿠페 파티타 파샤바흐 카가 파라말탐 나자나는띠 파슈파샤니야는 뜨리타흐 베다샤스트라일 너베 고레 I gotta look this up 72 50 more verses left. Good thing is I like Garuda Purana more than anything else right now. It's really helping, like a cure-all. And it's known as the most unlucky Vedic text according to Hinduism. But to me it's the luckiest. What does that tell? What does that tell about me? 고레 우히야마나 이따스따따흐 셔두얼 니미그라하 그라스타 스티시타는띠 셔드 셔두얼 미니 그라하 셔두얼 님이 미니 셔두얼 미니 그라하 그라스다 스테시다는 띠 셔두얼 미니 그라하 그라 셔두얼 님이 그라하 그라스다 스테시다는 셔두얼 님이 셔두얼 미니 그라하 그라하스 셔두얼 미니 그라하 그라 셔두얼 님이 그라하 그라스다 스테시다는 띠 셔두얼 님이 그라하 셔두얼 미니 그라하 그라스다 스테시다는 띠 히 कुताय की काह Vedagama Purano Jinyah Paramal Tham Na Petiti Yah Vidamamba Kasya Tasyaiva Tatasaivam Ka Kapha Shwitam Idam Jinyanamidam Jinyayamiti Jinantamasa Jinantasamaku Jinantasamakulah Pathonan Tia Halnisham Shasatram Paratatva Parangam Mukah Pakyat Chanando Nibanan Tena Gabia Langankara Shopita Jinantaya Tuhokita Muta Seteshitananti Vyakulanandriya Anyata Paramam Tatatavam Janah Glisyananti Panyata Anyata Shasatra Sadapavo Vyakyam Gulbananti Janyata Gatayanan tiyu는 mani bhavam svayam nanu bhavananti ja ahamkararata Kechidupadeshadi baljita Kechidupadeshadi baljita Pathananti Vedashasatranui Botayananti Parasparam Na Janananti Paratatvam Dalvi Pakarasam Yatha Shiro Pahati Pushipanui Ganantam Janati Nasika Pathananti Vedashasatranui Dulapo Pavabotakah Tatatva Masatamajinya Tva Mutah Shasatreshu Muhyati Kopah Kukushigate Chage Kupe Pashyati Dulmatih Samsara Moha Nashaya Shabuda Samsara Mohanashaya Shabuda Boto Na Hi Kushamah Na Nibaltata Timiram Kadachiddi Babal Kadachiddi Babal Kadachiddi Babal Taya Prajinya hi nasya pathanam yathanan tasya cha talpanam attah prajinya batam shasatram tatvajinya nasya lakushanam idam jinyanamidam jinyayam salvam tu shrotu michati divya sahasra yuh shasatranantam naiva kachati Anekani cha shasatranui 스바르바율비 비트나 스바르바율비 스바르바율 스바르바율 비트나 꽃더 스바르바율 비트나 스바르바율 비트나 꽃더 야흐 다스마트 사람 비자니얏 비자니얏 구슈이람 함사 이밤은 파시 아피아시아 베다샤스트라누이 따뜻밤 지냐뜨바타 무드티마느 발라라미바 타니알티 살바샤스트라누이 삼티아제트 야타 무르테나 드르프타시아 나하레너 브라요자나무 따뜻바지냐시아 따타 달쿠슈유 나 샤스트레너 브라요자나무 40 more left. 나 베다티아나 베다티아야나는 무크딜나 베다티아야나는 무크딜 베다티아야나는 무크딜나 샤스트라 파트나 다비 지냐나 데바 히 가이발리암 나니아타 비나타 뜨마자 나 시라마흐 까라놈 무크델달 샤나니 나 까라놈 타타이바 살바칼마누이 지냐나메바 히 까라놈 무크디다 구루바겟까 비디아흐 살바 비덤은 비까흐 가시터파라 사스레슈 히에감 삼지지바남 바람 아드바이탐 히 시밤 브로크탐 그리야야 사비발지탐 구루바크트레너 라피에타 나티타가마코뚜이 피흐 아가모크탐 비베코트탐 드비타 지냐남 프라짜쿠쇼테 샤브다브라흐마 가마마얌 파라 샤브다브라흐마 가마마얌 파라브라흐마 비베카잠 파라브라흐마 비베카잠 아드바이탐 깨치디츠 차는띠 깨치디츠 차는띠 드바이타미츠 차는띠 짜빠레 드바이타미츠 차는띠 짜빠레 사맘 따뜻밤 나 짜나는띠 드바이타 비발지땀 Oh, misprint 93 30 verses left. It's healing me, which is good. 드베 바데 많은 다 먹고 쉬어야 나 마메띠 자 마메띠 바티아테 자는 뚫나 마메띠 브라무치아테 따뜻깔마야는 나 많은 다야 사 비디야 야 비마크디다 아야 사야 바람 깔마 비디아니야 셰릴바나이 뿜너무 야바트 깔마누이 지야는때 야바트 삼사라바사나 야바디는들이야 짜빠리암 따바트 따뜨바 야바디는들이야 자발리암 따바뜨따뜨뜨바 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 꾸따흐 야바드데하 비마나시자 마마따 야바데바히 야바드브라야트나 야바드브라야트나 베고스티 야바드 상은까를빠 야바드 상은 까를빠 까를빠나 야바드 상은 까를빠 까를빠나 야바드 상은 까를빠 까를빠나 야바는노 마나사스타이리암 마나사스타이리암 나 야바츠차스드라 찌는 따나무 야바츠차스드라 찌는 따나무 야바는나 구루가루누염 따바뜨뜨바 까타 꾸따흐 따바뜨따포 브라탐 딜탐 자파호말 짜나 자파호말 짜나디까무 자파호말 짜나디까무 베다샤스드라 가마카타 베다샤스드라 가마카타 야바뜨따뜨뜨밤 나 비는다띠 다스마트 살바브라야트네나 살바바스타수 살바다 따뜨뜨바니슈투어 파베뜨땅 알고슈유 야디즈 채는 먹고셔 야디즈 채는 먹고셔 마드 야디즈 채는 먹고셔 마드마나흐 Need to double check one spelling. 파베트 땅알고 야 달마지냐나 브라수나시야 달마지냐나 브라수나시야 스발가모쿠셔 팔라시야 짱 따바트라야디 사는 따부타시차얌 모쿠셔 따로흐 시라야트. It's fuzzy here. 따스마지 지냐네나트 마뜨따뜨밤 따스마지 지냐네나트 마따뜨뜨밤 비지냐얌 시리구롤 무카트 수케나 무치아테 자는뚫 코라 삼사라바는 타나트 따뜨뜨바지냐시아는 띠맘 꾸르띠암 슈르누 바쿠쇼여 밑에 투나 예나 모쿠쇼마바 브노티 브라흐마 닐바너 삼지냐까무 아는 따까레 두 부르쇼 아가테 가타사 트바사흐 치는디아다 상은가 샤스트레노 치는디아다 상은가 샤스트레노 스푸르함 데헤누 예짜 따무 그르하트 브라바지토 티라흐 부누여틸 타잘람 잘라블루타 부누여틸 타잘라블루타흐 슈짜우 비비끄타 아시노 비티바트 까르피타 비티바트 까르피타 사네 아피아사는 마나사 슈드탐 드리브르드 브라흐마 쿠쇼람 바라무 마노 야츠체주지타 시바 야츠체주지타 시바소 야츠체주지타 시바소 브라흐마비 브라흐마비자 마슴 마비스 말하는 브라흐마비자 마비스 말하면 브라흐마비자 마비스 말하는 냐츠 체드 비쇼 야피오크쇼 냐츠 체드 비쇼예 냐츠 체드 비쇼 야피오크쇼는 마나사 부드티사 라티흐 마나흐 깔마피라 꾸쇼이프땀 깔마피라 꾸쇼이프땀 슐팔테 슈팔테 타라야드티야 아함 브라흐마 빠람 타마 브라흐마함 빠라맘 빠다무 에밤 사미 꾸쇼여 자트마나마 트마니야 타야 니시칼레 오미티에까 꾸쇼람 브라흐마 비야하라는 마마 누마 누스마라는 비야하라는 마마 누스마라는 비야하라는 마마 비야하라는 마마 누스마라는 야흐 브라야티 디아자는 데함 사야티 빠라맘 가티무 나 야뜨라 남은 피까 야는 띠 지냐나 바이라기야 발지타흐 수티야스땀 까팀 야는 띠 따나함 까타야 미떼 Okay. 12 verses left. 니마나모하 지타상은가 도슈 아티야 드마니티야 니 비니부르뜨따까마흐 드바는 드바이 비무카 드바는 드바이 비무크타흐 수카두허카 삼진야일 가츠차는 띠아무트 수카두허카. This is I believe misprint on this book, because in the digital version it's a different spelling. 수카두허카 삼진야일 가츠차는 띠아무트 수카두카 삼진야일 가츠차는 띠아무트 바다 비아얌 따트 지냐나 흐라데 사티아잘레 라가드베셔 말라 파헤 야흐 스나티 마나세 딜테 사와이 모쿠셔마바 부누야트 브라우터바이라기야 브라우터바이라기야 마스타야 파자테 마마나니아 파크 볼너드르 슈뚜이흐 브라사는 나트마 사와이 모쿠셔마바 부누야트 디아크트바 구르함자 야스틸테 니바셈 마라노 노트 수카 니라사는 마라노트 누어 니라사는 마라노트 수카흐 니라사는 마라노트 수카흐 무리야테 무크티크 슈에 무크티크 슈아트라슈 사바이 모쿠셔마바 부누야트 아요티야 마투라 마야 가시 간지 야바는 띠까 뿌리 드바라바티 지녀야흐 사프타이타 모쿠셔다이까흐 이티 때 까티타스타이 쿠슈유 모쿠셔다이맘 Sanatanahu Jinyana Vairagya Sahitam Shrutava Mokushamapa Punuyat Mokusham Kachachananti Tatatava Jinya Taimikah Sabagatim Narah Pino Dulgatim Yananti Samcharananti Kagadayahu Itievam Salvasha Satranam Sarodtaro Nirupitahu Maya Te Shodashatyayaih Kim Puyah Shrotu Michasi Sutang Uvacha Evam Shruteva Pacho Rajanan Garuduo Bhagavan Mukhat Sutang Uvacha Evam Shruteva Pacho Rajanan Garuduo Bhagavan Mukhat Gurutanjali Ruvachadam Gurutanjali Ruvachadam Tam Pranomia Muhulmuhuh. 3 verses. Bhagavanu Devadevesha Shravayitva Vachomurutamu Daritoham Devaya Nata Pavasa Garatahu Brapo Sthitosumi Gatasanandehahu Gurutal Tosumi Na Samshayahu Ityukatava Garudasutu Shinuim Garudasutu Shinuim Sthitava Dhyana Parophavat Dhyana Parophavat Smaranod Dulgati Halta Bojana Yajinyana Bojana Yajinyana Sadgatel Gata Sadgatel Data Yahoparaya Nija Pakutiya Dadati Mukati Samam Hariha Patu Iti Shri Garuda Puranue Sarodhare Bhagavad Garuda Sambade Mokusha Taimani Rupanam Nama Shodashotyayahu. I'm going to take a little break. Okay. So it's Garuda Purana, chapter 16. And some people call this the last chapter, which means after reading the English, there should be a lot of changes. How much changes? How many changes? I don't know. I'm just doing my part until I heal. Okay, here we go. Chapter 16. An account of the law for liberation. Garuda said, I have heard from you, O ocean of compassion, about the transmigrating of the individual through ignorance in the worlds of change, and I wish to hear about the means for eternal liberation, O Lord, O ruler of the shining ones, compassionate to those who seek refuge in this terrible world of change, in the unsubstantial, in all deep miseries. The endless multitudes of individuals placed in various kinds of bodies are born and die. Of them no end is known. Always miserable in this world, no one is ever known to be happy. O Lord of liberation, tell me by what means they may obtain release, O Lord. The Blessed Lord said, Listen, O Dark Shuya, and I will explain to you what you have asked, even by the hearing of which a man is released from the world of change. There is a Shining One, Shiva, who has the nature of Supreme Brahman, who is partless, all-knowing, all-doing, Lord of all, stainless and secondless. Self-illumined, beginningless and endless, beyond the beyond, without attributes, being and knowing and bliss. That which is considered the individual is from a part of him. These, like sparks of a fire, with beginningless ignorance, separated and encased in bodies by beginningless karma, are fettered by forms of good and evil, giving happiness and misery, with nationality of body, length of life, and fortune born of karma. In every life obtained, they have also a bird, a higher and more subtle body, the linga, lasting until liberation. The unmoving things, worms, goats, birds, animals, men, the righteous, the 33 deities, and also the liberated according to their order, having won and cast aside the four sorts of bodies thousands of times, one becomes a man by good deeds, and if he becomes a knower, he attains liberation. The embodied in the 8400 thousands of bodies before attaining human birth can obtain no knowledge of the truth. Through millions of myriads of thousands of birds, some I'm gonna look this up. It's 14 to 16. Sometime. Through millions of myriads of thousands of birds, sometime a being obtains human birth through the accumulation of merit. He who, having obtained a human body, difficult to get, and a step to liberation, does not help himself over, who in this world is more sinful than he. The man who, having obtained this highest birth and superior senses, does not understand what benefits the soul, is a slayer of Brahman. Without a body, nobody obtains the object of human life. Therefore, should he guard his body as wealth and perform meritorious deeds. He should always guard his body, which is the means to everything. Living, he should make every effort to protect it in view of welfare. A village again, a field again, wealth again, a house again, good and evil actions again, the body never again. The wise always adopt means for the preservation of the body. Even those afflicted with diseases such as leprosy do not wish to give it up. It should be guarded for the sake of duty, duty for the sake of knowledge, knowledge for the sake of yoga meditation. Then he is soon released. If he does not guard himself against harm, who else will? Therefore should he look after his own benefit. He who does not take precautions against the diseases of hell, while here, afflicted with disease and having gone to a country where there is no medicine, what will he do? Old age comes on like a tigress. Life goes like water from a broken pot. Diseases attack like foes. Therefore should he strive for the best. So long as misery does not come, so long as calamity does not befall, so long as the senses are not decayed, so long should he strive for the best. So long as the body lasts, so long should truth be pursued. The stupid man digs his well when the corner of his house is already afire. The time of death is not known by those who are variously embodied in the world of change. Alas, a man between happiness and misery does not know his own benefit. Though seeing those just born, the afflicted, the dead, those whom calamity has befallen, and the miserable, people are never afraid, having drunk the liquor of delusion. Witches are like unto a dream, youth like a flower, life is fickle as lightning. Where is there a discerning one who is at ease? Even 100 years of life is very little, and half of it is sleep and idleness, and even that little is unfruitful owing to the miseries of childhood, disease, and old age. He does not do what ought to be done. When he should be awake, he sleeps. Where he should fear, he confides. Alas, what man is not stricken? How shall the individual who has taken a body, who is like foam on water and is attached to passing objects, be free from fear. He who does not know what is good for him thinks the harmful beneficial, the impermanent permanent, and the evil good. Though seeing he falters, though hearing he does not understand, though reading he does not know, bewildered by the divine magic. This universe is immersed in the boundless ocean of death. Though grasped by the crocodiles of death, disease, and old age, he does not understand. Time, though wearing away with every moment, is unnoticed, just as an unbaked pot placed in water disappears imperceptibly. Air may be enclosed, ether may be split, waves may be bound. Life cannot be made permanent. Earth is burnt away by time, even marrow is reduced to powder, the water of the ocean is dried away. What shall be said of the body? The wolf of death forcibly slays the lamb of a mortal, who prates of my offspring, my wife, my wealth, my relatives. This has been done, this is to be done, this other is done or not done. Him who is thus prating death overpowers. It must be done tomorrow, it must be done today, in the morning or in the afternoon. That does not consider whether it has been done or not done. Thou shalt encounter the enemy, death, whose coming is shown by age, who has an army of dreadful diseases. Wilt thou not see the Savior? Death preys upon the man of applicated. Sorry, need to double check. Afflicted. Death preys upon the man afflicted with the needles of thirst, bitten by the serpent of sense objects, and baked in the fire of desire and repulsion. Death attacks children, young men, the old, those in the embryo condition, such is this world of creatures. This individual, leaving his own body, goes to the abode of Yama. What is the good of association with wife, mother, son, father, son, and others? The world of change is verily the root of misery. He who is in it is afflicted with misery. He who abandons it becomes happy, otherwise never. This world of change, which is the source of all misery, the seat of all calamities, and the refuge of all sins, should be abandoned at once. A man bound in fetters of iron or wood may be released, but from the fetters of son and wife can never be freed. So long as the being makes attachments pleasant to the mind, so long shall the dagger of sorrow pierce his heart. People are destroyed every day by the desire for good wealth. Alas, fie upon the foods of the senses, which steal away the senses of the body. Just as the fish covetous of flesh does not see the iron hook, so the embodied, covetous of pleasure, does not see the torments of Yama. Those men who do not understand what is good and what is not good for them, who constantly pursue evil courses and are intent on the filling of the belly, are destined for hell or bird. Sleep, sexual pleasure, and eating are common to all creatures. Who possesses knowledge is called a man, who is devoid of it is called a beast. Foolish men are tormented at break of day by nature's calls, when the sun is in the meridian by hunger and thirst, in the night by passion and sleep. All those beings who are attached to their bodies, wealth, wife, and other things, are born and die deluded by ignorance. Alas. Therefore should attachment be shunned always. It is not possible to give up everything. Therefore should friendship with the great be cultivated as a remedy for attachment. Attachment to the good, discrimination, and purity to the eyes. The man who has not these is blind. How shall he not tread evil ways? All those deluded men who turn away from the duties of their respective castes and orders and do not understand the highest righteousness perish fruitlessly. Some are intent upon ceremonies attached to the practice of vows, but self-enveloped in ignorance the impostors go about. The men who are attached to the ceremonial alone are satisfied with mere names, deluded by the repetitions of mantras, oblations, and other things, and by elaborate rituals. The fools, bewildered by my magic, desire to obtain the invisible by single meals, fasts, and other restraints, and by the emaciation of the body. Of those who have no discrimination, what liberation can there be by bodily tortures alone? What great serpent is killed by beating the anthill alone? The hypocrites, putting on appearances and wearing quantities of matted hair and using antelope skins, wander about life like gnawers and even delude people. He who is attached to the pleasures of the worlds of change, saying, I am a Nora Brahman, and is devoid of both rights and Brahman, should be shunned like a low outcast. Donkeys walk about among people in forests and among houses, quite naked and unashamed. Are these free from attachment? If men are to be liberated by earth, ashes, and dust, does the dog, which always live among earth and ashes, become liberated? The jackals, rats, deer, and others, which feed upon grass, leaves, and water, and always live in forests, do, do these become ascetics? The crocodiles, fishes, and others, which from birth to death dwell in the waters of Ganges, do these become yogins? Pigeons at times eat stones, and Jaakata birds do not drink water from the earth. Are these observers of vows? Therefore this class of practices is a thing which makes pleasure for people, O Lord of birds. Direct knowledge of the truth is the cause of liberation. Fallen into the great well of the six philosophies, O bird, the brutes do not understand the chief good, bound in the snare of animalism. They are tossed hither and thither in the dreadful ocean of Vedas and Shahasudras. Caught in the six waves, they remain sophists. He who knows the Vedas, the Shasatras, and the Puranas, but does not know the chief good, of that imitator all this is as the speech of a crow. This is known, this must be known. Thus bewildered by anxiety, they read the scriptures day and night, turning away from the highest truth. The fools decorated with garlands of poetry, constructed of forms of speech, miserable with anxiety, remain with senses bewildered. Men trouble themselves variously, but the highest truth is otherwise. They explain in different ways, but the best purport of the Shastras is otherwise. They talk of the highest experiences, not realizing from themselves. Some have ceased preaching, being engrossed in egotism. They repeat the Vedas and the Shastras and argue with one another, but they do not understand the highest truth, like the spoon the flavor of the food. The head bears flowers, the nostril knows the smell. They read the Vedas and the Shastras, but find impossible the understanding of the truth. The fool, not knowing that the truth is seated in himself, is bewildered by the Shastras. A foolish goatherd, with the young goat under his arm, peers into the well. Verbal knowledge cannot destroy the illusions of the world of change. Darkness never disappears by talking of a lamp. Reading to a man devoid of wisdom is like a mirror to the blind. Hence, for those who have understanding, Shastras are only a pointer to the knowledge of the truth. This is known, this must be known. He wishes to hear everything. If one lives for 1,000 celestial years, he cannot reach the end of the Shastras. The Shastras are numerous, life is brief, and there are some tens of millions of obstacles. Therefore, the essence should be understood, like the swan taking the milk in the water. Having praised the Vedas and the Shastras, and having known the truth, the wise man should abandon all the scriptures, just as one rich in grains abandons the straw. Just as there is no use for food to one who is satisfied with nectar, so is there not use for the scriptures or Dharkushya to the knowers of the truth. There is no liberation by the study of the Vedas, nor by the reading of the Shastras. Emancipation is by knowledge alone, not otherwise. Osona binata. The stages of life are not the cause of liberation, nor are the philosophies, nor are the actions. Knowledge only is the cause. One word from the teacher gives liberation. All learning is masquerade. Among thousands of woods, the Sanjivana is best. The non-dual, verily declared auspicious, is beyond efforts of action, and to be obtained by the word of the teacher, not by the study of tens of millions of texts. Knowledge is said to be of two kinds, study and discrimination. The study of the Shabda Brahman, Parabrahman, is reached by discrimination. Some prefer the non-dual, others prefer the dual, but they do not understand the one reality beyond the dual and the non-dual. Two phrases make for bondage and liberation: mine and not mine. The being saying mine is bound, saying not mine is released. That is the karma that does not bind, that the knowledge that gives release. Other karma is worrying, other knowledge is skillful chiseling. So long as actions are performed, so long as the impressions of the world of change remain, so long as the senses are fickle, how long how can there be realization of truth? So long as there is pride of body, so long as there is a sense of mindness, so long as there is excited striving, so long as there is imagination of plans, so long as there is not stability of mind, so long as there is no meditation upon the Shahasatras, so long as there is no love for the teacher, so long how can there be realization of truth? So long as one does not reach truth, so long should he do austerities, vows, pilgrimage to sacred waters, recitations, oblations, worship and reading of the prescribed texts of the Vedas and Shahasatras. Therefore, if one desires liberation for himself, Otakushuya, he should by every effort, always and under all circumstances, be attached to truth. One who is tormented by the three miseries and the rest should resort to the shade of the tree of liberation, whose flowers are righteousness and knowledge, and fruits are heaven and liberation. Therefore, from the mouth of the blessed teacher, the truth of the self should be known. By knowledge, the being is easily released from the awful bondage of the worlds of change. Listen, I will tell you now about the final actions of the knower of the truth, by which he obtains liberation, which is called the Nirvana, a Brahman. His last days approaching, the man rid of fear should cut off with the sword of unattachment the desires connected with the body, courageously wandering from home, performing ablutions in the water of the body bathing places, sitting alone on a pure sea prepared as described. He should practice mentally upon the supreme threefold pure word of Brahma. It should, with breath controlled, restrain his mind, not forgetting the Brahma Bija. The reason for charioteer: he should withdraw the senses from the sense objects by the mind, and should fix his mind, drawn away by kaimas and with understanding, upon the pure. I am Brahman, the supreme abode. I am Brahman, the highest goal. Having realized this and placed the self in the self, he should meditate. He who, when leaving the body, utters the one syllable Brahman, remembering me, goes to the highest goal. The hypocrites, devoid of knowledge and unattachment, do not go there. I will tell you about the wise who go to that goal, free from pride and delusion, with the evils of attachment conquered, always dwelling in the higher self, with desires overcome, released from the contracts known as pleasure and pain. They go undiluted on the eternal path. He who bathes in the water of the Manasa, which removes the impurities of attraction and repulsion, in the lake of knowledge, in the waters of truth, he verily attains liberation. He who from in non-attachment worship me, thinking of no other, full vision with tranquil self, he verily attains liberation. He who, expecting to die, leaving his home, dwells at a sacred bathing place, or dies in a place of liberation, he verily attains liberation. Ayodhya, Mathura, Gaya, Kashi, Kanchi, Avanuitika, Dvarabati. These 7 cities should be known as the givers of liberation. It's 2 to 8. Doesn't really help. Those 7 cities should be known as the givers of liberation. This eternal way of liberation has been described to you, O Dakushu. Hearing it with knowledge and dispassion, one attains liberation. Knowers of truth attain liberation. Righteous men go to heaven. Sinners go to an evil condition. Birds and others transmigrate. Thus in 16 chapters I have related to you the extracted essence of all the scriptures. What else do you wish to hear? Sutasat. Having thus heard, O king, these words from the mouth of the Lord, Garuda repeated, prostrating himself, said this, with hands folded together. O Lord, O God of gods, having heard these words of nectar, I have been helped over the ocean of existence. O Lord, O protector, I stand free from doubts. My desires have been completely fulfilled. Having said this, Garuda became silent and lost in meditation. May Hari, the remembrance of whom removes evil, who gives the condition of happiness for the sacrifice of worship, and who gives liberation for supreme devotion to him, protect us. Namaste. Let's take a break. Okay. So now Raga Veda, chapter 142. I like the number 42. Namaste. Samidito Agna Baha Devam Adia Yatasuruche Tanantum Tanushuba Bulviam Sutasomaya Dashushwe Krutabanan Tamupa Masi Matumanantam Tanutam Tanunabat Yajinyam Viprasya Manat Mabatahu Shashamanasya Dashushu Dashushuhu Dashushuhu Chuchihu Babako Adputo Matva Yajinyam Mimikushati 나라 샴사스트리라 데보 디보 데보 데베슈 야지니야흐 이루이토 아그나 바하는드람 지트라미하 프리야무 이얌 히 드바 마틸마마 찌차 수지흐바 바치아테 스트르너나소 야타수루쪼 발히리아 지녜 스바트바레 브론제 데바비아 짜스타 데바비아 짜스타마 미는들이 데바비아 짜스타마 미는 데바비아 짜스타마 미는드라야 샬마 사프라타흐 비 시라야는 따 무르타흐 브라야이 네베피오 마히흐 바바카사흐 부루스뜨르호 부루스 뿌르호 드바로 데비라사시 짰다흐 많은 타만의 우빵하게 나쿠도쇼사 수페샤사 야흐비 와타시야 마타라 시다탐 발히라 수마트 마는드라 지흐바 죽을 바누이 호따라 다이비야 까비 야진얌 노 야쿠셔타 미맘 세트라마디아 디비스 프로샤무 슈틸 데베 시바빌 슈틸 데베 시발피타 호트라 마루투수 파라티 일러 사라스바티 마히 발히흐 시다는투 야지니야흐 다는 나스 둘이 빠마드 푸탐 다는 나스 둘이 빠마드 푸탐 뿌루 바람 뿌루 드마나 드바시드 보셔야 비셔투 라예 나파 노 아스마유흐 아바스르 자는 누파 드마나 네바니아쿠슈이 바나스파테 아그닐 하비야 수슈다티 데베슈 메티라흐 부셔는 바테 마루트 바테 비시바 데바야 바야베 스바하 가야트라베 파세 하비야 미는드라야 깔타나 스바하 꾸르타니아 가히우파 하비야니 비타예 이는드라 가히 슈루티 하밤 드밤 바하는데 하트 바래. 나마스테. Kindle to bring Agni, God's today for him who lifts the ladle up. Spin out the ancient thread for him who sheds with gifts the soma juice. Thou dealest forth Tanu Napangat, sweet sacrifice enriched with oil, brought by a singer such as I, who offers gifts and tolls for thee. He wondrous, sanctifying, bright, sprinkles the sacrifice with mead. Thrice Nara Shansa, from the heavens, a god and gods adorable. Agni besought, bring hitherward Inandara the friend, the wonderful. For this my hymn of praise, O sweet of tongue, is chanted forth to thee. The ladle holders trim the grass at this well-ordered sacrifice. A home for Inandara is adorned wide, fittest to receive the gods. Thrown open be the doors divine, unfailing, that assists the right, high, purifying, much desired, so that the gods may enter in. May night and morning, hymned with laws, united, fair to look upon, strong mothers of the sacrifice, seat them together on the grass. May the two priests divine, the sage, the sweet-voiced lovers of the hymn, complete the sacrifice of ours, effectual, reaching heaven today. Let Hotra, pure, sat among gods, amid the Maruts, Parati, Ilu, Sarasvati, Mahi, rest on the grass adorable. May Devashirtar send us genial dew, abundant, wondrous, rich in gifts, for increase and for growth of wealth, Devashirtar, our kinsman and our friend. Vanasabati, give forth thyself and call the gods to sacrifice. May Agni, God intelligence, speed our oblation to the gods. To Vayu join with Bhushan, with the Maruts and the host of gods, to Inandra who inspires the hymn cry glory and present the gift. Come hither to enjoy the gifts prepared with cry of glory. Come, O Inandra, hear their calling. They invite thee to the sacrifice. I'm gonna take a break. Okay. I must keep going. Sutra 45. There's 11 sutras left in book 3. Namaste. Tato nuima di pradul pavahu kaya sampatita. Kaya sampatita de taimanat piti pika tashijam. Kaya sampatita taima. Kaya sampatita de taimana pip. Kaya sampatita de taimana pika tashijam. Tatra nuima pavatianu ho. Lakima, Lakul Pavati, Mahima, Mahanan Pavati, Brapudirangan, Brapudirangan tu, Brapudirangan Guliagreno, Prapati rangulia greno pi Supurashati Janandra Masamu Praka Miambichana Pita Pikat Praka Miambicha Pi Praka Miambichana Pikatahu Puma Bunun Majajati Puma Bunun Majajati Puma Bunun Majajati Nimajajati Yatodake Bashitvam Puta Pautikeshu Bashi Pavatia Bashia Shichanieshum Ishitırtvam. Number 1. Shitvam. Ishitvam. Deshum. Prapava Pyaba. Prapava Pyayabyuhanami Shutwe. Yatra Kama Basa Yitvam Satya Samkaru Pata Yatha Samkaru Pasatata Puta Prakriti Nama Basat Puta Prakriti Nama Basata Nama Nacha Chakudopi Padartha Viparya Samkaroti Kasmat Anyasya Yatra Kama Basayinahu Pulvasiddhasya Tata Puteshu Samkaripaditi Etanyashito Vaishvaryanui Kaya Sampad Pakushu Yamano Tadataimana Pit Tadataimana Pika Dashaja Purutvi Multiya Na Nirunadati Yoginahu Sharira Dikriyam Shilamapyanu Vishatiti Napahu Sinigatahu Gledayananti Naganirushunu Tahati Na Payuhu Pranomi Pahati Anabarano Tamakepia Kashe Pavatya Burutakayahu Siddhana Mapyadurashyo Pavati. As a result of this, atomization and the other come about. Perfection of the body, and there is no obstruction by the properties of these. As to these, atomization occurs in case becomes atomic. Levitation occurs in case becomes light. Magnification occurs in case becomes magnified. Extension occurs in case touches the moon with the mere finger's tip. Efficacy, the non-obstruction of desire, occurs in case dives into the earth underground, emerges again as if in water. Mastery occurs in case masters elements and products of elements and is not mastered by others. Sovereignty occurs in case is sovereign over the production, absorption, and arrangement of these. The capacity of determining things according to desire is the capacity to will actual facts so that the elements which are the evolving causes remain as he wills. And although having power, he does not cause reversal of things. Why not? Because at the will of another, who determines things according to desire, and who from the beginning is perfected, the elements have been so willed. These are the powers. Perfection of body is described later, and its external aspects are not obstructed. Earth, with its limitation and extent, does not restrict the action of the body and of the yogin, for he penetrates even the rock. The water, liquid as it is, wets him not. The fire, hot as it is, burns him not. The wind, mortal as it is, budges him not. And even in the air, whose essence is that nothing is covered, his body is covered. Nay more, not even the siddharthas may behold him. Rupala Banuya Balabajra Samhanana. Rupala Banuya Balabajra Samhanana. Rupala Banuya Balabajra Samhanana. Rupala Banuya Balabajra Samhananatvani. Rupala Banuya Balabajra Samhananatvani. Kaya Sampat. Rupala Banuya Balabajra Samhanana. Rupala Banuya Balabajra Samhananatvani. Rupala Banuya Balabajra Samhananatvani. Kaya Sampat. Dalshaniyahu Ganantimanatishal Labalo. I feel like I missed something. I guess not. Oh, okay. Never mind. Dalshaniyahu Ganantimanatishayabalo. Vajra Samhana Nashachati. Vajra Samhana Nashachati. Beauty and grace and power, and the compactness of the thunderbolt, perfection of body. The perfect body is handsome and alluring, and unexcelled in power, and compact as the thunderbolt. This might be the last one. Grahana Subaru Pa Samitan Bayata Batitva Samyama Dinandriya Jayahu. Grahana Subaru Pa Samitan Bayata Grahana Subaru Pa Samitan Bayata Samyama Dinandriya Jayahu. Samanya Visheshwatama. I want to say it again actually. Grahana Subaru Pa Samitan Bayata Samyama Dinandriya Jayahu. One more. Grahana Subaru Pa Samitan Bayata Samya. Grahana Subaru Pa Samitan Bayata Grahana Subaru Pa Samitan Bayata Samyama Dinandriya Jayahu. Samanya Visheshwatama Shabda Dilgrahyahu. Vishoya. Sorry. Shabuda Devish. Water. Shabuda Devishoyahu. Deshavinandriyano. Deshavinandriyano. Why is my voice? I'm getting tired. This is the last sutra. Fairly long. Deshavinandriyanam Purutatil Grahanamu Na Cha Tatusamanyamatra Grahanoka Tatusamanyamatra Grahanoka Tatusamanyamatra Grahanokaram. Number 2. Matre no Tatusamaniamatreno Tatusamaniamatreno Grahano Karam Katamana Katanana Lojitahu Katamana Lojitahu Sa Bishoya Bisheshu Inindriyano Manasanubhyavasi Yatati Subarupam Punahu Prakashatmano Buddhitisattvasyā Sama Buddhitisattvasyā Samanya Bisho Yoranuti Yuti Siddhata Vayava Pedanugatahu Samanya Bishesho Yora Yutta Samanya Bishesho Yora Yutta Siddhata Vayava Pedanugatahu Samuho Dravya Minandriyam Teshwam Trutiyam Rupamasmita Lakushono Hamkarahu Rupamasmita Lakushono Hamkarahu Tasya Samanyasyanandriyanui Visheshwaha Chatultam Rupam Vyavasayatmakaha Prakashakriya Satitishila Guna Yashaminandriyanui Sahamkaranui Parinamaha Panchamam Rupam Panchanam I'll say both Panchanam Rupam Gunueshu Yadanugatam Purushorta Bhattatavamiti Purushortavatavamiti Panchasivete Shivinandri Panchasivete Shivinandriya Panchasivete Shivinandriya Rupeshu Panchasivete Shivinan Panchasivete Shivinandriyaru Panchasivete Shivinandriyaru Peshu Yatha Gramam Samya Masatatra Jayam Gurutava Pancharu Pajaya Dinandri. 3 words left. Pancharu Pajaya Dinandri Yajayahu Pradulpavati Yoginahu. I may do one more, but I don't think so. I'll see what happens. As a result of constraint upon the process of knowing, and the essential attribute and the feeling of personality, and the inherence and the purposiveness, the subjugation of the organs. The object to be known is the sounds and other, whose essence is both the generic form and the particular. The process of knowing is a fluctuation of the organs with reference to these, and this has not the character of being a process of knowing their generic form only. How, if the object as a particular were not seen by the organ, could it be determined by the central organ? But the essential attribute is a collection inherent in the different parts which cannot exist separately, of the generic form, and of the particular, which belongs to the sattva of the thinking substance, whose essence is brightness. The organ is a substance. The third form of these is the personality substance, with the feeling of personality as its distinguishing characteristic. Organs are particulars of this generic form. The fourth form is the aspects, whose essence is determination, and whose disposition is to brightness and to activity and to inertia, of which the organs together with the personality substance are a mutation. The fifth form inseparably connected with the aspects is the purposiveness of the self. Constraint is performed upon one after another of these 5 forms of the organs. As a result of the subjugation of the 5 forms of accomplishing the subjugation in each several one of them, there comes about for the organ, the subjugation of the organs. Alright, I'll do one more. Because this sutra is supposed to bring you to this stage called the honey stage. Honey-faced. Honey-faced. Whatever's gonna help me, I'm doing it. Alright, just one more and that's it. Tato Manojapitvam Vikarana Pavahu Pratana Jayashajam Kayasya Nutatamo Katila Po Manojapitvam Videhana Minindriyano Mapi Pratadeshakala Vishoya Pekushwo Videhana Minindriyano Mapi Videhana Minindriyano Mi. I got interrupted. Now I can't pronounce it. Let me just check who's outside. Videhana Minindriyano Mapi Pratadeshakala Vishoya Pekusho Videhana Minindriyano Ma Videhana Minindriyano Ma Videhana Minindriyano Mapi Prata Videhana Minindriyano Mapi Pratadeshakala Vishoya Pekusho Videhana Minindriyano Mapi Pratadeshakala Vishoya Pekusho Videhana Minindriyano Mapi Pratadeshakala Vishoya Pekusho. Almost. Videhana Minindriyano Ma Videhana Minindriyano Mapi Videhana Minindriyano Mapite. Help me. Namaste. Videhana Minindriyano Mapi Pratadeshakala Vishoya Pekusho Purututi Lapo Vikarano Pavahu Salva Prakriti Vikara Vashitvam Salva Prakriti Vikara Vashitvam Pratana Jaya Ityeta Satisrahu Siddhayo Matupratika Uchianante Eta Shitja Karana Pancharupa Jayada Karana Pancharupa Jayada Tikamianante Karana Pancharupa Jayada Tikamianante. Then there's number 1. Jaseva Ga Sevaru. There's 2 versions. Jaka Sevaru Jaka Sevaru. Karana Panchasevaru Pajayada Karana Panchasevaru Pajayada Tikamianante Karana Pancharupa Jayada Tikamianante. Then there's the 3rd version. Jakaru Karu Ga Karana Panchakaru Pajaya Karana Panchakaru Pajayada Ti Karana Panchakaru Paya. Sometimes you could tell this is not the right version because it's so hard to pronounce. Karana Panchakaru Karano panchakaru pajaya dati kamyanante. Okay. I think either the first version or the second version is the correct one. Anyway, so that ends the Sanskrit reading for the day. I'm just gonna read the English and then finish. Yeah, I'm done. And yeah. As a result of this, speed of the central organ, action of the instruments of disjunct, and the subjugation of the primary cause. Speed of the mind means that the body acquires motion comparable of the mind. Action of the instruments of knowledge disjunct is the acquisition by the discarnate organs of the fluctuation required for the place and time and object desired. Subjugation of the primary cause is the mastery over all evolving causes and evolved effects. These three perfections are called honey-faced, and they are acquired as a result of the subjugation in 5 forms of instruments. Okay, so that was up to Sutra 48. Thank you very much. Namaste. I'm gonna chant it in about an hour. Yeah, good timing. I wanna do everything today. I keep getting distracted, but I have to do everything that I need to do in order to heal. I'm discouraged because I'm realizing that it's gonna take a lot of time. The date that I'm looking at right now for my full healing is December the 13th, Friday. If there should be some changes before then, it should be this Halloween, which is 2 days from now. Can I change a lot in 2 days? I have no idea. But my voice changed. So, now I have a mustard seed of faith. I didn't even have a mustard seed of faith. Now I do. So, let's see where it goes, where I go. Thank you very much. Have a good day.